There's been a lot of things to talk about. Did I freestyle in the studio? No, you kidding me? I'm not gonna embarrass myself. I fell asleep a bunch of times though, just because I was so tired. I was up till like 4 a.m. just like going around. But anyway, yeah, so let's talk about Trippie. We actually got some info, okay? So there's been a lot of promotion for him, wherein he's getting a bunch of features on this hashtag double M album, which is Mansion Music, if you didn't already know. Now I know everybody was talking about how like we're supposed to get a love letter to you 5. I'm gonna tell you why he's dropping double M Mansion Music beforehand. Now, not that like this is confirmed at all, but this is just my speculation and it just makes sense logically. So if you think about it, let's be honest here, a love letter to you 5 is kind of been getting dragged out. There hasn't been a lot of hype for this album, especially because he dropped a couple of like emo rap, not even emo rap, like straight emotional singing songs. And I'm telling you, like, I don't know. It's not that like, obviously I'm not like a puppet master, right? But I feel like a lot of people agree with what I say, which is like, nobody cares about the love songs, right? Like it's not even me telling you, I can just feel it and you can feel it too, right? And so a love letter to you 5, just that's why in my opinion he's dropping Mansion Music, because it's a little bit more hype. Like Mansion Music is a cool whatever you call it, concept for an album. Like you're rich, okay, you're a rapper, I love it. Mansion Music, I fuck with it. God, they're gonna demonetize me. But anyway, so in the midst of starting to promote this Mansion Music, which I told y'all before, there was supposed to be an album that dropped on Christmas. I was told that Mansion Music was supposed to drop on Christmas, but I guess maybe because Mansion Music, like the actual song, leaked around that time. Also, Cardi started getting active. Uzi might drop. Like, I can't even imagine. Like, even Yeet right now, I can't imagine being an artist or a rapper dropping around the same time as Cardi. Like, you're basically shooting yourself in the foot. No way do you want to even be near that. It's just like how Drake was waiting for like Taylor Swift, Bad Bunny, whatever, because that could stop you from being a #1 album. Because at this point, like, who knows how big Cardi is, right? Like, we're waiting on to see how big this next Cardi album is gonna be, and based on his engagement, like, it's gonna be big. Okay, but anyway, you said check Trippie's story. Okay, so we can check it now. He previewed some features. That's what I wanted to get into. I believe also he's getting Chief Keef on it. Yeah, so there's Summers. Who told y'all this first? Come on. Summers signed a 10K. It's only obvious. That's an easy feature right there. They're probably doing a swap. I could only imagine Trippie's gonna be on Summers' album, because that's just an easy feature to boost up the sales and get Summers mainstream, right? Easy dub. Also, I heard the track and it's fire. Trippie's like one of the only bigger rappers that actually like co-signs these people though. I know a lot of people get on him for that, but like, yo, putting him on your album is a big look. Like, I know we think Summers is huge, and he is huge. Pause. But it's not like Trippie Red huge, who's got like 10 million followers. You know what I mean? They both benefit. I mean, look, I like Summers' music, but how does Trippie benefit? Because he's a bigger artist. Like, he probably got all of the Summers fans. Actually, maybe not the underground, but realistically, the underground fan base really ain't that big. And Trippie got 10K projects. They can put like $1 million into the marketing. He got 30 million for this latest deal. He don't need to do that. I think he's just doing it for the music, you know? Now, I believe he also got Chief Keef on the project. He also got Travis Scott on some like dark, what is it called? I can't remember. Dark Knight Dummo 2. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy, because this was kind of like Trippie Redd's peak. I don't know about like sales wise, but like hype wise within this upcoming community of like music, like, you know, this lane. He wasn't underground, but like he was still one of the newer rappers, so he still had that tailwind behind him with the original Dark Knight Dummo, because that was one of his first like big songs, right? Other than, you know, Love Scars and whatever. But I think just a Travis Scott feature that makes it have the potential to go real big. Let's see. So we got Travis, Summers. I think he got Lil Durk on it too. And I believe, don't quote me on this, but he got Lil Baby. I'm not sure. But yeah, I heard a bunch of songs in the studio. There was one, it was kind of like on a softer, like, I don't know if it's like pop, but it was fire, man. Trippie still got it. It's just, you got to realize how many songs that these big rappers make on a daily basis. It's like, of course, out of 100 songs, that one is only gonna be fire, right? Like, how many times do you do something and like that one time is when you do it best, whereas the rest are kind of like mid, at least in comparison to what you put out. Now, that's why I think that executive producers are super important, to tell you, like, to pick out the songs and be like, that's the one, instead of having yes men who are gonna tell you every single song is fire. I think that's why so many rappers fall off. They low-key need somebody, not like an underground person, but like somebody who's tapped in with like what the fans actually want. Because I was talking to somebody about this, I think it was Show Joe. It's like, in like a broad sense, that when you get big and become like a celebrity, you lose touch because you're so busy. Like, people are going to fucking magazine shoots, private shows for these billionaires' kids. Yes, I've seen it. I've been stuck in the studio where like people like coming back from performing at a bar mitzvah or some shit. And so they don't have the time to really see what the fans really want. And then also the fans be like dick riding every single snippet. Like, it's hard to really tell. I've seen it so many times with every single artist. They drop the music that the fans want and they were hyping the snippets, but then when it finally drops, it's like they don't even like it anymore, or they never liked it. They just were excited for the album. You know, they got people, they just don't listen. Young Tony says. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking in a broad sense. I'm not really like trying to call out anybody, because again, I think Trippie Redd doing the mansion music, just to get back to the point, he's doing it because nobody, or not nobody, but a ALLTY5, I just don't think that people are ready for like a love album from Trippie. So he's gonna bring the energy and the hype, because he drops like a couple albums per year usually on average, right? And so he'll drop mansion music, get the hype back from the fans, get all the hype features, sell out like in a good way, like sell well, and then drop a ALLTY5 after that when he got his swag back. Because I feel like right now it's just, I don't even think Trippie's in a bad position. I don't know. Like, remember he was getting mad on his Instagram story? I was like, damn, like, people just gotta stop listening to their fans sometimes. They're like, stop getting mad. He probably gonna cancel ALLTY5. Honestly, we've had this is the 5th one. How many times? I wouldn't hate if he ended it, or at least did something like Gunna did, where instead of Drip Season, or what was it, Drip or Drown, he did, yeah, it's Drip Season, he did DS Forever. So it was like kind of different, although it was still part of the series. So maybe he can, like, Trippie can, I don't know, play with the words a little bit. I don't know how you would do that with such a big abbreviation, but yeah. Will he feature on D Sav's album again? They're not following each other on IG. I feel like Trippie's the type of, well, okay, so Trippie's following two people. He's following his girl and then his like brother, like his best friend. So like he's not even following K Suave or like any of his clique. So he just doing that. I don't think they're beefing or anything. Like, yeah, I could see him being on D Savage's thing, his album. It would definitely make sense. Trippie gives out like he's actually really generous to the people around him. Like he doesn't make them pay at all. Shit, K Suave hasn't paid for a feature or like no percentages. K Suave is like obviously benefiting from Trippie Redd and K Suave just bringing in all the money, you know. So like they killing it. That's how you really put on people. He real, yeah.